country today and said that MPs had to have a substantial increase in salary, then I doubt that you would get a very favourable reception for all the obvious reasons. And the problem is, when I first came in, I was told that my salary was roughly equivalent to that of a GP in an average-sized medical practice. Well, general practitioners earn rather more than members of Parliament. And then I was told that it was to be approximately the same as a head teacher of an average-sized comprehensive school. Head teachers of average-sized comprehensive schools earn more than MPs. The problem has been...
So you resent this, do you?
No, I don't. I reckon, but it's recognised. Listen, I knew when I came in what I was getting into. I didn't expect to make money in politics. If I'd really wanted to make money, I'd have stayed practising law at the bar. I came into politics because there were things I believed strongly in, things I wanted to change, and I thought that my efforts might bring about that change.
Okay.
And that is the view of the vast majority of my colleagues in the House of Commons. I'm going to just say one thing about hours. I haven't checked my hours for this week, and I'm sure I'm no different from other MPs. But last week, my hours, including travelling from my constituency to London and back, totalled 73 hours. Now, I do that because I love the job.
OK. I'm going to take a question from John Shepherd, please. John Shepherd.
How can we ever regain trust in our MPs who have shown themselves to be morally bankrupt?
And oddly, this is really a question for you, the audience, to answer instead of the panel, isn't it? What's your answer to it, John Shepherd? How do you think people can regain trust?
I don't think it's possible. I think, and I think that this will be reflected in the forthcoming elections for the MEPs on the 4th of June.
In what way? The people won't vote, or what?
I fear that they won't vote for the three main parties.
Right. And you, sir, in the middle here.
I feel that call a general election at the earliest opportunity to clear out those that shouldn't be there.
Yes.
Sorry?
Go on, yes, you.
I feel quite powerless, actually, when you hear that question, but you feel quite powerless. What can we do?
OK. And you, sir, in a striped shirt.
Time and time again, we hear spin from all the politicians. This time we want to see action. And I think any leader that's worth his salt will take action immediately, and that leader may go on and win the election.
OK. And what kind of action would you call winning action?
The leaders need to discipline their own MPs. Those who've been irresponsible should be disciplined.
Do you see signs of that in any of the three-party leaders?
I saw signs of that this week. David Cameron, as soon as his party was guilty, he came out and disciplined them immediately.
Okay.
And Gordon Brown sat on the fence.
Can we ever regain trust? What do you think? The lady up there on the right. Yes, Human.
I'm really, really sad about this. In fact, I'm losing sleep about it. I think on June the 4th, the most awful thing will happen and we'll get BNP in. Yeah. And I have a major problem with this. I really, really struggle because I know that we do have some decent MPs. Strangely, I don't think Austin's done anything hugely wrong, but he's an idiot about it. But it's a really...
Austin Mitchell. Yeah.
I think it's a really sad affair that we've actually got people who will stand up and fight for what they believe is right and stand in the House of Commons and then do some really stupid things. And unfortunately, I don't think we're ever going to get that trust back. So I'm really sad about it.
All right. I'll take this to the panel. Let me just take one more person. The person there in the striped shirt there. Yes.
Hi. I'd like to say that I think part of this is down to the media. We're looking at all the MPs and what they're doing wrong, but wouldn't it help if we had the media showing something in a positive light? Maybe let's look at something that they are doing that is right, rather than focusing on everything they're doing that's wrong.
OK, I'll ask Ben about that in a moment. Let's just pick up on the point there about the BNP and the effect of this on the elections that are coming up. People have said there should be a general election immediately. They feel powerless. Government is all... politics is all spin. The BNP are going to benefit from it. Margaret Beckett.
I think everyone's
immediate election, perhaps, you deal with.
Well, if you think we... one of my concerns about all of this, apart from the reality of it and apart from the effect that it's having, is that it's a distraction from the important issues that are facing this country. People, we're at risk of ending up again, which we are striving to fight, in a position where thousands of people are at risk of losing their jobs, thousands of people are at risk of losing their homes. We're trying to do as much as we can to tackle that. And if we call a general election now, then, you know, you will be facing a very clear and different choice as to whether or not you have people who are trying to stop that from happening again, or whether you don't. And, you know, we will see what happens. But all I can say is that I think that the best thing we can do at the moment is to recognise we've got to clear up this mess and try to deal with the things that are causing people the greatest possible concern, and get on with doing the best possible thing we can to steer this country through the huge economic problems, much more serious, frankly, if I may say so, if I dare say so, than any of the things we've talked about tonight.
Not if you're not trusted.
Well, whether you're trusted or not, you have to try to do the best job you can to help keep people in their jobs or find new jobs for them, keep people in their homes. Now, as a matter of fact, that's the reverse of the truth. One of the reasons why we're in all of these problems is because this is one of the least important things for people to spend their time on. They spend their time on their work. That's what they spend their time on. That's what they devote their effort to. That's what they came into politics to do. And this is the kind of drip off the end, and it hasn't had enough importance, and that's why we're in this mess.
All right, I want to go to Linda Salome, because I want to come back to this BNP point and minority parties. Linda.
Is the BNP's... Oh, sorry. Is the MP's expenses debacle a fortunate gift for fringe parties such as the BNP?
Theresa May, do you think there's a possibility that the fringe parties, I suppose, would you include other parties or just the BNP are you thinking of?
UKIP as well.
UKIP as well. That they will be the beneficiaries?
Well, I sincerely hope not, particularly in regards to the BNP, because I abhor all that the BNP stands for. It is a party of hatred.